And good morning, everybody. Thanks for being with us once again. Happy Wednesday to you. Hump Day is upon us. Time now to get back into some storylines here on MLB The Show. And hopefully everybody's having a great day so far. We can hope anyways. Just make sure everything else is closed in the background here. I think it is. Hopefully no maintenance this morning so we can actually get through this stuff today. It's so weird. You can't play the storylines without a maintenance, with the maintenance windows going on. So we'll go back into the Josh Gibson moments and continue off there where we are. And back crack is the next one.
Buck O'Neill, who was around the game for 7 decades, said he only heard the distinct crack of the bat. Said the ball made a different sound coming off these players' bats. 3 players. One was the sweet swing of the legendary Babe Ruth. The other was Bo Jackson. And the third of this dynamic trio, Josh Gibson.
Well, Josh Gibson, the bat sounds differently every time Gibson hits the ball in this game, that's for sure.
Is second to none. There's the story of the ball that he launched into orbit in Pittsburgh, and the next day he was called out when it came down in Philadelphia. Only Josh Gibson.
Only Josh Gibson. There you go. There you go.
The cream of the crop!
Morning, sir. How you doing, TJ? How's your Saturday or your Wednesday starting? Jeez, what day is it? It's Wednesday. Tally 4 total bases. All right, we got some monster walls here we're gonna have to deal with. And we can get Gibson to hit another home run. Takes ball 1 inside, and we're back underway. Bottom of the first inning, no score between Newark and Homestead. That one sails outside. It's 2-0. That one's fouled away, and the count now is 2-1. Working our way through the storylines as much as possible this morning. Changeup fools him. Gibson goes ahead of that pitch. And it's 2-2. Lines this one, but fouled on the right field line out of play. And the count will hold at 2-2. Ad break running now, guys and gals, as well. Ball sails out high, outside for a full count. 3-2 pitch to Gibson is high for ball 4. He'll take his base. Won't do a thing for a total base tally, Nene. That one's in high and inside. For strike 1. A big swing and miss. Gibson goes down on strikes. Still scoreless here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Gibson still needs 4 total bases.
Ball 1, no strike.
Gets a hold of that one to right field. It's going to drop in the gap, but it looks like it's going to go off the fence. Gibson's on his horse. He's going hard to third. Hopefully he'll be in there at the slide. He'll be in there safely with a triple. 3 to 4 bases now tallied up. Needs a single to here in the 7th inning to wrap that mission up.
All one's the count.
Tags this one in the right field again. The right fielder is going back. Still going back. He's going to make the catch on the run. And Gibson's retired here in the 7th inning. Homestead still leading Newark 3-1. Tries to check his swing on that first offering, but falls behind the count 0-1. And happy Wednesday, everybody.
Ball, that's
Welcome back from the ad break in about 45 seconds. Lines just went to second baseman. They'll flip to 2 for the force out. They're back to first, not in time, as Gibson will be aboard on the fielder's choice. He's 0 for 1 now in the contest with a ground out and a run scored. Gives this one a ride to right field. The right fielder's still going back. He's going to make the catch on the run this time. And Gibson's retired here in the third. Homestead up 3-1 over New York. Excuse me.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Gets off the end of the bat on that one. It's right at the right fielder. He'll be right there. And Gibson's retired here once again. I think we'll do a rinse and repeat because we're 0 for 3. I think it's very apparent you're not going to hit the home run in this ballpark.
Ball 1.
Ball 1 sails high. And the count is 1-0. Second one up higher even then. It's now 2-0 on Gibson here in the first. Runners at first and second. Nobody away here. He gives a charge into this one in the right field. Right fielder is going to backpedal a little bit and make the catch. Gibson's retired. Runners will go back to second and third. Runner at second will tag and advance to third. Runners now in the corners. Homestead up 4-0 here in the bottom of the third inning now. Everything seems to be sailing high on this pitch from this pitcher's hand.
No ball, 2 strikes. 3.
Punch them out here in the third. 5-5 tie here now in the sixth inning. This one is lined in the gap for a base hit. Gibson on his horse. He's racing to second base. Cut off by the center fielder. Gibson will slide head first into second with a double. Now we need 2 total bases here in the bottom of the seventh inning. Need another double. Base is loaded, 2 away. Gibson takes first pitch inside for ball 1. Lines this one up the middle for a base hit. Runner's going. Runner is getting away, but runner is stopped at second base, so hopefully we come up to the ninth inning with another shot here, but I doubt we're going to do that. Just the guy in front of us not running. Cost us an extra base. You pretty much need a single or something in the first inning there. Belts us down the line, but that's going to go foul. And just a long strike on Gibson. Pitcher from the stretch. Gets the sign he likes. This one's tagged to the third baseman. He'll tag the runner going across and throw the first for a double play. 5-3 double play. And Gibson was 0 for 1 in the contest now. New York up 2-0 on Homestead. Home half of the third inning. Gibson takes ball 1 outside. Count 1-0. Swings and misses at that offering, even the count at 1-1.
That's a ball.
Lines this one up the middle for a base hit. He's racing hard to second base.
Yeah, you're out.
They're out on the attempt there. They had to go for it. Didn't have a choice. Had to go for it. Need 4 total bases.
0-1.
Crushes this one in the center field, but it's right at the center fielder, who backpedals a couple steps to his left and makes the catch. Gibson's retired here in the 6th. Newark still leading the Homestead Grays 2-0. Bottom of the 9th now.
Ball, that's out. Hey! 1 ball, 1 strike.
And a big swing and a miss on from Gibson. He evens the count 1-1. All right. We're not going to get that hit. So a bad feeling about it. Another rinse and repeat. This one's driven into right field for a single. Bases are loaded. Gibson comes up in the 3rd. Homestead up 1-0. Make sure you guys get into the raffle.
Hey!
Get those halos.
0-1's the count. Ball, inside.
That one's foul away. Gibson stays alive at 1-2. 1-2 pitch misses outside to even the count at 2-2. Hits that one up the middle for a base hit. Runners going on the play. Throw's going to go to 3rd base. Gibson will get around to 2nd base, but he'll only get in a single on that, I'm sure. Yeah, they gave us a single. I was sure about it. That one sails inside. Crowd around hand did not like that one. As Gibson fouls that one away to even the count at 1-1. This one is belted to right field, fairly deep. Right fielder still going back. He's going to make the catch on the warning track, and Gibson's retired for the 2nd out of the inning. Crushes this one in the center field. He's going to have to rush the 2nd to get to this one in there. Throw is going to get him at 2nd base, so 3 out of 4 total bases as we head to extra innings. Gibson's got a chance to win this one on walk-off. And he will. As the ball will get down, and that'll be the 4th total base he needed, too. Power personified is the next episode.
Gibson's power was extraordinary. In 1936, the power-hitting catcher hit 84 home runs in a single season in 170 games against all levels of competition. He is
180,
still believed
84
to be the
home runs,
only
jeez,
to
140
ever
something
hit a
games.
ball completely out of Yankee Stadium. He hit one in the Polo Grounds that they estimated to travel over 600 feet.
Wow.
That's the kind of power that we're talking about. He could check swing and hit the ball out the ballpark. They don't measure sections of the ballpark where Josh hit balls. No. They look at landmarks. They say, you see that tree over there? Josh hit one over there. You see the barn over there? Josh hit one over that barn. You see those train tracks? Josh hit one over the train tracks. It was power personified.
Josh Gibson, did he really hit a fair ball out of Yankee Stadium?
Yes, he did. Josh was one of those superhuman people like that. If you want me to tell you the truth.
One of those superhuman people, if you want me to tell the truth. Hit a home run here at the Polo Grounds. Oh boy. We might get an inside the park like we did last year in this place. Unless we can pull it down the line.
1-0.
Well, thanks everybody for hanging out again once again. Happy Hump Day to you all. We're making lots of progress on your Team Infinities and your XP programs.
Ball.
We're trying to get this stuff out of the way.
3-0.
We already did the Jeter storylines, so now we just have to work on the Negro League stuff. And that was a slow roller right to the third baseman who flips to second for the force, and that's the inning over. Give this one a ride to center field. Gibson on his horse. He's going to try to get down here. He's going to bounce into the corner. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. We're going to hold and hit the inside the Parker here. And that's exactly what we do. We'll take it. We'll take it. Nobody said I had to go to the park. Satchel in the 1942 World Series.
The year is 1942, and it's not any old game. It's the Negro Leagues World Series. The Kansas City Monarchs against the Homestead Grays, and it's an epic showdown. Satchel Paige and his friend Josh Gibson. The Monarchs were winning the game 4-2 in the bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, when Satchel gives up a 2-out triple to a guy named Jerry Benjamin. Satchel calls time. His nickname famously for Buck O'Neill was Nancy. Satchel says, "Nancy, you know what I'm fixing to do?" Buck said, "Yes, Satchel, you gonna get this guy out so we can go back to the hotel." He said, "No, Nancy, I'm gonna walk Howard Easterling, I'm gonna walk Buck Leonard, and I'm going to pitch to Josh Gibson."
Why?
Buck
Would you
looks
do
at
that?
Satchel, he says, "Satchel, don't be facetious." He said, "Well, you can call it what you want, but that's what I'm going to do." He walks Howard Easterling. He walks Buck Leonard. Now everybody knows what's going down. And so Satchel calls time again. But this time he motions for the Monarchs trainer to come out. Now the trainer is part of the show. He's got a glass in his hand. And Buck says he drops something in the glass, and the glass begins to fizz. Satchel drinks it down. He lets out a belch. Now he is ready.
Now he is ready.
Satchel looks at Josh. He said, "Josh, I ain't gonna try to trick you. I'm gonna throw you 3 fastballs. 95-mile-an-hour fastball, call strike 1. Josh never moves the bat. 99-mile-an-hour fastball, call strike 2. He said, "Now, Josh, I ain't gonna throw any smoke at your yoke. I'm gonna throw a pea at your knee."
A pea at your knees.
100-mile-an-hour fastball, call strike 3. Satchel, who stood about 6'4", 6'5", he stretched out. He says, "Nancy, nobody hits Satchel Paige's fastball." But Buck O'Neill says the very next year, Satchel tried to get a fastball past Josh. He said Josh hit the ball so hard. You know how the pitcher goes through his follow-through? He says Satchel never got a chance to come up. Said the ball went right over the top of his cap. And as Josh is circling the bases, Satchel's still down here.
Bob, you're a great storyteller. I tip my cap to you, but I'm not wearing a hat today.
He says, "Nancy, a fella could get killed out here."
That's awesome. That is awesome. Great, nicely told too, Bob. Nicely told. I do have to make a trip to Kansas City to see this museum and go shake that man's hand. Don't strike out 1 time. And tally 1 extra base hit. All right. No pressure. You gotta face Satchel Paige. The Leroy Satchel Paige. Well, there's your extra base hit. I was expecting a fastball, I gotta admit. What league are we playing in, Seagon? We're doing the storylines right now.
The legendary Josh Gibson is
We are working at the storylines.
1,000 home runs in his 17-year career in the Negro Leagues against all levels of competition, including major leaguers.
And thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that.
Up. He did not discriminate
Doing the Josh Gibson ones right now.
any of the pitchers, as Gibson once said to a young teammate who got called out trying to steal second base to end the game. And Josh comes over to him and he says, "Son, what were you thinking about?" He says, "Josh, I was trying to get in scoring position." Josh looks at him and he shakes his head. He says, "Son, I'm in scoring position when I get in the batter's box."
You want to hear, boy? What do you want to hear? Big thank you for the follow. Gibson will bat here in the bottom of the first inning against Indianapolis, who are up 1-0 on Homestead. Takes ball one outside, count 1-0. What league it is? The Negro Leagues. Gibson takes a strike. It's now 1-2. Indianapolis with an early lead here in the bottom of the first. Got to tie an extra base, didn't get an RBI. All right. Runner leads off from third inning. Tie run at third. Ground ball through the left side. Gibson's aboard with a single. And Homestead ties the ball game at 1 apiece. Gibson will come to bat once again here. Bottom of the third inning. Homestead up now 3-1. Ball sails high for 1-0 on the count. Pitcher from the stretch. 1-0 pitch. Is inside. Gibson swings through it. Counts 1-1. This one's fouled away. And the count is 1-2. Swung on and missed. Gibson goes down on strikes here in the third. 3-3 tie. Bottom of the fifth inning we go. Indianapolis and Homestead. 2 away now. As Gibson takes ball one high. Lines this one up the middle. Second baseman up with it. Long throw will be in time to get the speedster. And the inning's over. 3-3 we go. Indianapolis now up in the top of the seventh inning, bottom of the seventh inning. 5-4 here. As he tags this one deep to left, a no-doubter. It's gone. .1,000 career home runs for Josh Gibson.
Out of all the players that I wish I could have seen play live, Josh has to be at the top of the list. I wish I could have seen him swing that bat, because by all accounts, he had no weaknesses. Yeah, while you're sitting there looking for an area where you think you can get him out, he will have hit 40, 45 home runs by that time. And the power was almost mythical-like. Oh, but let me tell you, it was very real.
I can think of younger days.
Josh Gibson dies when he was only 35 years old. He died as a result of a brain tumor. He would eventually succumb to that brain tumor on January 20th, 1947. Ironically, the same year that Jackie Robinson breaks baseball's color barrier. Josh Gibson would have hit home runs in any league, in any era, had he been given the opportunity to do so. This gentle giant, who was born in Luna Vista, Georgia, who would call Pittsburgh home until the day that he passed away, is arguably the greatest combination of power and average this game has ever seen. And Gibson slugged his way into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 1972, fittingly alongside his Thunder Twin teammate, Buck Leonard.
Can you stop the rain from falling down?
And thanks everybody for hanging out this morning with us. Bacon Man, how you doing? How's your morning going so far? All right, Josh Gibson has been unlocked. All right. Should we do Buck Leonard next? I guess we should. Just chilling, nice. Reds fan here, nice. No problems, no problems. We love all kinds of baseball fans. We're from Ontario, so I guess by default we're Jays fans. But we know the Jays are not going to do much this year. We got Joey Votto, so that should be kind of cool to watch. Although I'd love to see them go back to the Reds this year and finish it off.
From Rocky Mount, North Carolina, the legendary Walter Buck Leonard. Regarded by many as the greatest first baseman, not in Negro Leagues history, but in baseball history. He was compared to his contemporary Lou Gehrig, but believed to have even greater defensive abilities than Gehrig. And the old-timers in the Negro League say the greatest fastball hitter.
So tomorrow morning we'll be releasing our predictions as far as the American League and the National League, as it is opening day tomorrow.
They say sneaking a fastball past Buck Leonard was like trying to sneak sunrise past a rooster. You couldn't do it. Consistently hit over 300, smooth left-handed swing, and was a dazzling fielder. Buck Leonard made plays that other first basemen just
Welcome back from the ad break, guys and gals.
They couldn't have gotten to him, and he made it look easy over what resulted in a Hall of Fame career.
All right, time to use some Buck Leonard magic here and get through his moments. Got to tally 2 base hits. Okay. Bottom of the first inning, no score. Leonard comes up here, hits the first pitch he sees from the pitcher, but unfortunately right at the center fielder. We'll reel it in for catch. And F8 will go to put out. Leonard's retired here in the bottom of the first inning. Pittsburgh up 2-0 on Homestead here in the bottom of the fourth, as Leonard comes to bat. Takes ball one inside, and the count is 1-0. That one sails high again. And it's quickly 2-0. Misses again. It's 3-0 on Leonard. Now he's just challenging the pitcher to throw him a strike. 3-0 offering. He has given a ride to right field fairly deep. Right fielder still backpedaling. He's looking up. The track, the wall. It's out of here. And Buck Leonard's got a solo blast to put Homestead on the board. Now trailing Pittsburgh 2-1. Off to the bottom of the 6th we go now. as Leonard fouls off the first offering. Count 0-1. Runner at second base representing the tying run.
Ball one.
That one sails high,
1-1.
to even the count at 1-1. Leonard takes a swing at the one inside. It's now a ball and 2 strikes.
No.
That one sails inside again, even the count at 2-2. That one hits Leonard, and he'll take his way down to first. Not gonna get his base hits when we get hit by the baseball, that's for sure. Home half of the 9th inning. Pittsburgh up 3-1 now. There's a slow roller, and we're going to do a rinse and repeat as Homestead will fall in this contest, 3-1. Yes, we'll be releasing our predictions tomorrow morning during the live show. There's a slow roller hit to the first baseman. Pitcher will cover in time to get Leonard. And there's one away. Leonard will bat 0 for 1 in the contest. Pittsburgh up 2-0.
Counts 1-0.
First pitch sails inside for ball 1. Gets enough to contact on that one. It's going to drop in for a base hit. It's going to go all the way to the fence. Leonard's on his horse. He's going to stop at second with a double. And Homestead's got a base runner here in the home half of the 4th inning, down by a pair. This one's popped up in the infield, and we're going to be doing a runner rinse and repeat, I have a feeling, as Leonard's called out in the infield fly rule. Still needs another hit.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
This one's hit into the gap, and that should do the job. So off the fence, Leonard's on his horse. He's not even stopping. He's going hard to 3. The throw is going to be in time to get him at the plate, though. You have to try. Especially in this park, you definitely got to try for the inside of the Parker. Of course, if you remember this part from the Roberto Clemente moments way back when, a couple years ago, the nightmare moment, as I call it. Got so frustrated at one silly moment, I think I must have done it for an hour and a half.
Jump from team to team, but not
Randy Rangers, thank you so much for becoming a member of the community. Welcome to the broadcast
And
booth.
he was part of a dynamic tandem, perhaps the greatest tandem in baseball history, when he teamed up with the legendary Josh Gibson. They were called the Thunder Twins. Leonard was the lightning, and Gibson was the thunder. Both of them reigned.
It's going pretty well. We're working our way through the storylines.
Negro League games. Leonard hitting line drives off the wall and over the wall, and Josh
It's going
hitting
pretty well.
tape-measured shots that some
Not
of
too
them
bad, sir. How's it
still
going, Mr. Linden?
come down to this day.
Happy Wednesday and happy hump day to everybody. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new to the channel on Neil or FC or Dad's Backlog, whatever you want to call us, I do announce a lot of games for the Inter-County Baseball League up here in Canada and starting in May. So yes, I love these history stories. I love them too. Great way to meet some of these players we missed growing up. The Thunder Twins will take some hacks here. Italy, 1 extra base hit. All right. Bottom of the 1st inning we go. Ball 1 inside to start the at-bat. Count 1-0 now on Leonard. It's a chopper to the first baseman. They're going to flip the second for 1 on the first in time for double play. And Chicago gets out of that inning unscathed. But Leonard will bat now in the top of the 4th inning. Chicago up 1-0. There's a flare into the outfield. Be caught by the left fielder. Leonard was a little ahead of that pitch. How's your progress going, Lyndon? I saw you were playing this a little bit yesterday. Off stream. This one's left and in the center field, but it'll be caught by the center fielder. Well, exactly. It's just like, can you imagine if those guys would have actually got a chance to play in the majors back then? My goodness.
Count 1-0.
Yep. And if don't reminds me, guys, if you guys are Xbox Live subscribers, you do have a 10-pack perk bonus in your stream, in your packages, under your perks. So make sure you go get that code and redeem that. Top of the first inning once again, nobody away. As Leonard takes ball one high. Get it again, right to the same spot. Right back to the first baseman. Same spot as last time. I don't have a raffle. I don't have a giveaway running quite yet, London. I got to do that today. I did restock the store, so there's a bunch of Steam keys available. If you guys want to go to the store, the exclamation point store, and it should bring up a link to that. Yep. One is the score here on the top of the fifth inning. As Leonard takes the ball high for strike one. This one is crushed to center field. The center fielder's backpedaling. Still going back. He's going to be at the track. He'll make the catch right in front of the fence in center field. Leonard smashed it to the deepest part of the park, but unfortunately it didn't leave the yard and it didn't go off the fence for extra bases. So we turn to the top of the seventh inning now in a 2-2 tie.
1-0.
This one's not hit that as hard. The center fielder will backpedal once again. He'll make the catch, and Leonard's retired here in the seventh for the first out of the inning. Buck Leonard is now 0 for 4 here in the top of the eighth inning. Chicago up 3-2. He'll come up with the bases loaded here. And now working with a 1-0 count on him.
Nope.
That one misses high again, and it's 2-0. This one is lined in the center field for a base hit. That's going to score a run. We're only going to get a single out of this because the runner in front of us stopped at second base. It's a good thing they broke the game over. It's open. It's now 11-3. We're in the top of the ninth inning.
Hey. 0-1. 1-1.
Off the end of the bat, not that deep. Left fielder's there. He'll make the catch. And we're doing it on a rinse and repeat.
That's a ball.
Ball one sails high. And thanks everybody for hanging out with us this morning. Happy Wednesday to you all.
2-0.
Leonard pops up in the infield fly in the first inning. My real life team is the Blue Jays, but I know they're not going to do great this year. This one is smashed to deep center field. Center fielder is going to backpedal, and he's going to make the catch at the wall again. Can't catch a hit. Can't catch a bucket. Can't catch any luck here. That's for sure.
one's the count.
Exactly. That's true. Rangers have got a good team.
Nope. That's
The
inside.
Jays just had a very disappointing offseason. Things they should have done, they didn't do.
Ball two.
And the replacements they got was like kind of like scratching my head. That one's not going to be a problem to get out of here. That's a no-doubter. Start the next episode here. We will be live again tonight. Yep, for fitness preseason. Yeah, no question. I thought it was funny. Major League Baseball's social media actually posts crowned champions of spring training. They crowned the Dodgers and the Orioles. I was just like, okay, you just have officially jinxed one of those two teams. Yeah, they had the best records, but it's spring training.
That's the ball. Ball one, no strike.
The Jays have got some arm problems. I think it's really honestly Baltimore's division to win or lose. Actually, it's the Baltimore's division to lose, really. The Yankees made some improvements. I can see them making the playoffs. The Jays have just got to stay healthy. 2 hits, 1 extra base hit. Okay. Wasn't sure what we had to do here. What the heck? Did you see that? It's like the right fielder just totally took off into turbo mode. Yeah, the Yankees do look good. Soto will help that offense. They got to keep Garrett Cole healthy, though. And Rodon has to have a better year.
Ball two is the count. Ball. Foul.
The American League Central, I don't know. I can see Minnesota sneaking in again. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm glad you caught that too, Leonard. I'm like, what the heck? He was like running like so fast. It's like, oh, I'm supposed to be able to get this ball. I'm not supposed to hit this one. You're a cheater. Why am I a cheater? Hey, Noah, how's your day going? Hope you're having a little better day than yesterday, man.
Ball one's the count.
The sun came out today, man. It's going to be a good day. For being a Blue Jay fan. Yeah, the Dodgers did spend a lot of money. But you still got to win the game between the lines, so it doesn't matter what you got on your team if you're not playing well together. If they get hurt like they have been in the past.
Ball. That's inside.
Slow roller to the first baseman.
He's out.
And Leonard's retired here.
Ball. That's inside.
Ball misses inside for ball one. No score in the game between Newstead and Homestead. As Leonard hits this one into the gap. He's going to get down for a base hit. It's cut off by the right fielder. Leonard's going to have to hurry to second for his extra base hit. Homestead now leads this one 9-0. Oh, we have a cheating team in Canada. How are we cheating now?
Ball.
For being good. I don't know if they're going to be that good this year, Noah. This one's lofted down the left field line. It's going to be caught by the left fielder against the fence almost. in the corner, and Leonard's retired here in the 6th. A base hit shy of ending this mission. We'll have to wait another 100 years to win it again. That's what a lot of teams say.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
I don't see many teams challenging them for the West, that's for sure. Well, Houston's out there, but still. Even Houston looks like they're... Have I seen the Twitch Nitro? I know what it is. I just don't know if we can get it. We can get it up here somehow. So if you guys go to the Stream Element store, there's lots of stuff to spend halos on again. Just make sure you get in the raffles.
Got him.
When the raffles are running. I'm not sure why it's not running right now, but usually there's one going on or so. They do. Hard to forget that. Switch turbo. Well, now we're just popping everything up. We got to take some better approaches here. Mobius, thank you so much for joining the broadcast booth. Hope you're having a great day.
That's a ball.
Leonard flushes this one into the gap. And hopefully it's going to drop in. No, it's not. Just hung up a little too much there. We got to get tally 2 hits. We need an extra base hit as well. Hope you're having a great morning, Morbius. You just pulled an Otani? Congrats, man. Go buy a lottery ticket while you're at it. I have not seen an Otani card in my possession until, probably 2 years ago. You just stare at the screen. I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
That's ball 3.
Ad break running once again, guys and gals. We'll see you in a couple minutes. Feel free to grab yourself a beverage. Kind of shock maze. The first year we played MLB The Show, we pulled Trout early. That was before Otani was big. Bottom of the 4th inning, 1-0 is your score. Newark on top of Homestead. 1-0 count on Leonard. Gets this one down the line, but it's going to go foul. And the count is even at 1-1. One away here in the home half of the 4th inning. That one sails outside for ball. It's 2-1. Dives past the... No worries. I try my best anyways. We try our best anyways, and we try to get the tools in the stream to tell you guys too, as much as we can. Yes, tomorrow morning we'll do the predictions show, like we always do. And we'll see at the end of the year how badly we goofed. As we work through some more Team Infinity stuff tomorrow, most likely.
2 balls, 1 strike.
You can usually find us at around 6 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday to Friday. Wednesday nights we do Sea of Thieves with a couple of friends. The rest of the week is wide open, depends on what we're wanting to play, but usually sometimes it's baseball at nighttime as well. As this one is crushed to center field and long gone. Off the grassy knoll in center. And the moment is done. Canada heating up yet? Not really. It's like, I think it's like, today it's probably 4 Celsius. Last week we had a ridiculous snowstorm out of nowhere, but the week before we had 17 degrees weather. So I don't know. It's spring in Canada. Weather change. Just wait a half an hour, and the weather will change.
And he had thrown 3 or 4 consecutive off-speed pitches that Leonard, who was a left-hand line drive hitter, had ripped foul down the first base line. And he said Satchel decided he was going to try to sneak a fastball past Leonard. And Buck said Leonard hit the ball so hard that it ripped the webbing out of his glove. Buck calls time. He goes over to the mound. He said, hey, man, don't you throw him another fastball today. You gonna get me killed over here.
So how's everybody doing as far as their progress goes on their Team Infinities and everything else? After the accidental reset last week, we were about halfway through the. I think we finished about halfway through the East. Finished the Conquest map. Got to work on the Central tomorrow. All right, he's not throwing us anything in the strike zone again. Still starting as high. No problem. Welcome back. Welcome back. You do know you have to use them eventually, right? You do have to put them in your lineup. It's kind of how it works. Or you sell them on the market and get enough cards to buy everything else. He's instantly. I would hope so.
Ball 1, no strike.
I'm already trying to get in my head. I have to do the American. I got to do the map of America tomorrow, next week. Or maybe Sunday. The way you're selling them. I'm thinking Sunday and Monday we'll work on the map of the USA. That one's lying in there to right field for a base hit. Know where you're selling them, man. If you had enough confidence, you could pull them again. Maybe you would take the opportunity to sell it, but I don't know. It's just one less thing you don't have to try to collect later. Because if anything, you look at the live series last year's live series, you still couldn't afford half those guys till the end of the year. I think we wound up with 6 teams that didn't finish because they couldn't afford the cards. Your luck's over, well. I don't know. Ever since I pulled that Trout, my luck has been on the toilet. Alright, so we gotta do Italian RBI in 1 plate appearance. Okay. Almost 7:15 in the morning where we are. Thank you so much for joining us. 5-5 tie in the bottom of the 9th inning. As Buck Leonard bats. This one's popped up in the air. Not going to get the extra base hit, but going to get the RBI, and they're going to win the ball game. Oh, no, they're not. They're going to get thrown out at home. We've only pulled 1 diamond so far this year. It's Manny Machado. I'm on the game that got reset. My progress got reset because I linked my Switch account and knocked my Xbox one off. I did have Adley Rushman. It's like I want that one. I want that card back, but yeah. It's the ground ball, gets the hit, and the RBI's done, and the moment's done.
Leonard was a true student of the game.
We'll try to get Buck Leonard done this morning
First base oftentimes
before we
was
have to get off to
positioned
work
in
about
Negro
7:30 or
leagues
so.
where guys would put on a show. They gave you a little extra flair, but not Buck Leonard. Buck Leonard played the game with a mindset that was a little bit more serious than those guys who typically played first base. He always made the right play, always. And again, his range was second to none. He was a thinking man's baseball player.
You can prefer. Yeah, the packs on the USA map seem to be a little more generous. At least they have been traditionally. That's how I pulled the trout that first year. Came out on one of those packs. I want to be in position that by the end of April that Team Infinity is done, and hopefully the season packs, season stuff's done for tier 1. I guess the first month or whatever. Record one, put out. You gotta lean left to get this ball? That's what you're telling me? So you gotta push on it, or you gotta push the stick in? What do you gotta do here? I'm just leaning left. You alright? Off the glove again. Put it in the middle? Okay. Get the left-hander to the number bar? Yeah. Okay. All right, now I got it. Yeah, the cosmo like button, yep. Alright, we'll do that. There we go. That makes sense. I was like trying to figure out what I was supposed to be doing there the first time. It's all good. It's all good, Randy. I know the Jeter ones were kind of weird too. It was like, okay, we got to do this, this, and this. And you got it's like a button mash combination.
Griffith had tinkered with the notion of signing both Buck Leonard and Josh Gibson, but Griffith would later back off of his idea. The timing was right for Branch Rickey to make the move for Jackie Robinson, but in 1942, it was still a little early. And he already knew that the owners were.
You felt bad doing those Jeter ones? Oh, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, Bob Kendrick is a great storyteller. If you guys have the opportunity, I definitely recommend going to Kansas City and going to the museum. And then, you know, try to arrange it so you actually get a chance to meet Bob. He's a great guy.
The Negro Leagues out of business. He didn't necessarily want to risk losing that.
The Jeffrey Meyer story, yeah.
From renting his ballpark to the Homestead Great.
Mr. Evil, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while.
The impact and the repercussions, he backed off of the notion of signing Buck Leonard and Josh Gibson. This could have been.
Yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out this morning. Happy Wednesday to you all. Do appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Got the doctor today. Hope everything goes well. Tally and 2 RBIs. Okay. Don't need base hits, need RBIs.
Counts 1-0.
Sorry about that.
2 balls, no strikes.
Got some coffee grounds in my mouth. I was like, eh. That's not going to be deep enough to drive in anybody. Slower it'll hit to the second baseman. He'll flip the shortstop for one on the first. And that's a twin killing. And we're going to rinse and repeat because Buck Leonard's got nobody coming on the bases there. Needs 2 RBIs, so we're better off getting a single here in the first. One away, bottom of the first, inning, runners at first and second, or sorry, second and third.
All ones the count.
Linda's been there just a few times with the grounds.
1 and 2.
This one is driven to right center field, but the right fielder will be there to catch underneath this one. Runner will tag and try to go home. Better score. He's safe at home. We get the RBI. Buck Leonard needs another RBI. He's got a runner at first base. We're going to have to do some work here in the third.
That's out.
That one's inside for a ball. Make sure you guys do exclamation point join. Get those halos. You can use them in the store, or you can use them on the next raffle. The next giveaway will help going through very shortly. I haven't set it up yet, but I should probably do that today or tomorrow. This one's driven into right center or left center field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Runner is going around the base. He's going to get the wave home. Yes, he's getting the wave home. Doesn't matter what we do. They can throw us out at third now. As long as that run comes in, we get the RBI. And that's exactly what we needed to do. 7:22 in your morning. Thank you so much for joining the broadcaster's booth this morning.
Buck Leonard's skill set for a man who was well beyond his prime was absolutely amazing. In 1948, when he was 40 years old, he led the Negro Leagues with an amazing .395 batting average, and he slugged 42 home runs to win the home run title. He turned down an opportunity to go to the major leagues because he knew that he was beyond his prime. And even at
Heard that Dale Dill was talking about this? Oh, nice. Let me see the problems. And Snowman doing this here, sir. Morning, Snowman.
Was better than a lot of players in their prime.
All right, into the bean box we go. What we're getting out today? I'm not actually. No, I'm not actually. Let me in. I'm not tight with really too many baseball streamers. Well, we got a puke one. Yeah, it looks like it's I think it's a liver and onion. So we'll get that in the way now, and oh, it tastes really lovely with the coffee afterwards. Jeez. Got to hit a home run here. Yeah. Well, thanks for stopping in. Let me in.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strikes.
And then we go through that thing up.
Ball. Down.
That one's foul all the way. Interesting combination of taste. That's all I could say. Oof. Yeah. You can show him the door, Lyndon. And that one is gone here. And Buck Leonard hits a home run. Leonard mission done. Yeah, bye-bye now. But again, thanks everybody for hanging out. Happy Wednesday to you.
Buck Leonard.
As we're working our way through the Buck Leonard channel storyline now.
Greatest fielding first baseman in baseball history, has a tremendous legacy of winning. He was part of so many great Homestead grade teams, and he was the inspirational leader on all of those teams. He was a pillar of consistency, both on and off the field. One of the most likable players in the history of this sport. Even the opposing teams would never have anything disparaging to say about Buck Leonard. And it's only fitting that in 1972, Buck Leonard and his Thunder Twin teammate Josh Gibson would be voted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame.
I go to a fair bit of them. A fair bit. We usually go to about 3 or 4 a year, Randy. Last year we didn't go to any though, because it was just I get so busy with my real life baseball schedule. Usually Thursday through Sunday I'm at a ballpark, so it's just like it's kind of hard to fit the Jays games in too. All right, we got 2 guys done this way, so that's awesome. And it is 7:26, so we're probably gonna have to wrap it up there, guys and gals. But we do have 2 done. We got to do Tony Stone and Henry the Hank Aaron very soon. Maybe we'll do those on Friday morning. And we'll work our way through a little bit of the Team Infinity stuff tomorrow. Of course, like I said, tomorrow we're doing our predictions bright and early. Hopefully about 6 a.m. Eastern time. Tonight we're going to be back with some Sea of Thieves. Yeah, it's expensive. It's way expensive now, Randy. Way, way expensive. Especially with the stadium renovations and everything else. They jacked the prices up in there. Then are 45% this off season. So yeah, it's like unless we get tickets given to us, we're probably not going too often. But I do have media accreditation for things I do with another league here, so from time to time I can actually just sneak through the door, but don't tell anybody that. It's not really sneaking, I just show a badge and away I go. But still, yeah, it's not cheap to take a family now. Alright, so we will see you guys. We will see you guys very soon. Like I said, tonight we're doing Sea of Thieves. I'm going to probably be live about 6:30 tonight, guys and gals, and we're going to go through probably to about 10, 11 o'clock-ish tonight. X-Pie and Kitty Has Claws are probably going to join us, but if they don't, that's cool too. You guys have yourself a great one. Tomorrow morning, like I said, we're going to do our annual prediction show for the Major League season. Just pick our division winners, our wild card winners, and everything else like that, and then see who we got for World Series picks. You know we're always wrong with what comes the end of the end of the year there, but you know it's always fun to have that prediction show. And of course, we'll work through more Team Infinity stuff. You guys have Rangers 2 times winner. There you go. There you go. All right, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll see if we can find somebody who can drop a host on. But you guys have a good one. We'll see you later on. Thanks for making my day great. Bye-bye.